Hello, hello. Um, I have no idea if any of my settings worked. I didn't even announce this stream, but we will just see what happens. For those that stumble upon here, welcome. Don't think I've gone live in 3 years, and then before that it was probably another 5 or 6 years. And I haven't really been on YouTube in any meaningful capacity for now. It'll be over 10 years. Oh, hello. I just decided to stream randomly and say hi. I did give people a heads up like a week ago. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too, Simon. Nice to have you here. It's weird to think about how, so I did all those Animal Crossing videos when let's see, so 2011, 12, 13, something like that. So I was 21 to 23 then. I just turned 34. And I think a lot of my viewers at the time were like, children. Let's not dance around it. They were children. So it's weird to think that they're now in their 20s and stuff. So yeah, when I had to manage the broadcast and be in OBS, it's is this for children? And I'm like, no, no, let me say the F word. Yeah, I mean, I just want the ability to say it if I feel like it. I'm not just gonna randomly drop it. Okay, see what I mean? You just turned 24, so I was right on the money. That means, yeah, you were a wee lad or lass or NB person. Oh, I love that, Val. You were similar. Yeah, I noticed, I mean, that space in YouTube and Twitch and the like is sort of occupied now, I guess. I'm not, well, there are still some spaces it could be better at. What I mean is translating content that isn't readily available in English. Stuff like Crunchyroll's around now. It wasn't back then, so I feel like they're catching up. There's still a lot of Japanese-only games and content that's not really translated, but I have a full-time job, so there. Oh, there you go, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see I at least set up the overlay and everything okay. I am 10 years out of practice with all that. And let's be honest, Kohei did most of it. Kohei did all of it. There, I fixed. Kohei did all of it. Kohei was a pretty much full-time YouTuber. So I stopped YouTube in 2014 maybe, because I wanted to go to grad school. I had to put my thinking cap back on. So I stopped about 10 years ago, but he kept doing it, and he only stopped this past summer. So he was a full-time, he did mainly FIFA, soccer or football, as you Brits might call it. And he's really good, but he's just I'm kind of over that. Oh, thank you. Probably some of you know who Metal Jesus Rocks is. Okay, yeah. He visited my work. So I guess I should explain that. That probably sounds crazy out of context. I'm not a game dev. I have no idea how to do any of that. I am a video game curator, so I'm a museum curator. And yeah, my job is to grow the collections of video games at my institution. I help researchers with video game related requests. Yeah, I get paid to buy video games, catalog video games, do exhibits. So if you Google, feel free to if you want. I did an exhibit recently about video game consoles, home video game consoles in Japan that were sort of laying that foundational groundwork for the Famicom. So the Nintendo entertainment system, the NES as you guys may know it, was called the Famicom in Japan. And it was a huge success, obviously. I mean, we all know who Mario is. So why was it so successful? It wasn't random, it wasn't happenstance. It is sort of the culmination of all of these things that these other systems did prior to it. And a lot of those systems, they did this one thing great, but then this sort of missed the mark. There are things like that. And so Nintendo sort of benefited from all of those hits and misses and created a system that really just fit what the market needed at the time and skyrocketed. So it was sort of cool to put a spotlight on some of these unknown systems, because believe it or not, electronics manufacturers like Toshiba created video games. Tomy, which is famous for toys, also did a sort of educational PC type of game for children. I won't bore you, but there's lots of cool stuff like that, and that's what I do. I mentioned I quit YouTube to go back to grad school, and what I did in grad school was actually film preservation. So I've always been interested in analog materials and, the preservation and like maintaining that history. So I did a little with film. I also went into audio after graduating. So I did some like audio archiving related stuff. I've digitized video, audio, film. And then of course as an archivist, you're not just dealing with analog materials, but digital materials as well. And now I work with video games. It's a really fun and cool job. Oh yeah, so I've gotten it's like kind of embarrassing when people say it like that. I've gotten a lot of messages that was like, oh my god, I knew it from your voice. Oh, no worries. I do live in the United States. We visit Japan, where we try to every year. Of course, COVID fucked that up a little bit. Kohei and I are married. We've been married for over 7 years, dating for over 14 or something stupid, crazy. I remember a friend, this was a few years ago, they DM'd me and they're like, there's a rumor online that you and Kohei got divorced. People are so kooky. So kooky. Don't even know how that started. But no, that is not the case. He's working right now. Oh, the Animal Crossing 3DS LL. Yeah, I still have that. I mean, obviously, you could probably tell from like my job and my background, like there's just something that I love about the analog, like you pick it up and you can play it. Why would you believe that rumor? That's so dumb. At least get creative with your rumors, you know what I mean? Yeah, I played New Horizons. I played it daily for a few months. I remember thinking that the animals are quite like soulless. Like they just repeated like the same like 4 things over and over. And it felt a little lazy to me, if I'm being frank. Maybe that's a little too harsh, I don't know. In terms of like a design game, it was pretty fun, so that's where I focused my attention. But the thing I liked about the Animal Crossing E+, the GameCube, the Japanese GameCube one, was I liked that the animals actually like had a personality and stuff. Which I'm not really sure why a game that was over 10 years older than the Switch one did better. You know what I mean? I mean, I know the answer. The answer is always like money, time, effort, whatever. But it was a shame because that was the aspect I liked. Or I liked the collecting aspect. But I also liked engaging with the villagers. For a design game, I would rather play like The Sims or something like that, you know what I mean? Where there's actually like mods and like you can go really crazy. I don't get or like a Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that. That would scratch that itch way better than Animal Crossing, just given the scope, you know what I mean? Yeah, they were bland. The games I enjoy most. So actually, there's one on the screen right now. I was gonna just like mess around in here as I talk to you guys. I've been playing a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower recently. It's actually a board game, but you can like play it on Discord or you can play it in this like browser app. And it's like super addictive. It's really fun. So I was just gonna like mess around because I wasn't sure like if I even was gonna like stream this correctly. I thought I might be alone in here for a while, so I just did something to like entertain myself, I guess. Yeah, I'm happy to answer questions. And yeah. Oh, and for those that remember, like Myrna and Kiku, they are healthy, they are sleeping. Myrna just turned, or not just, she turned 10 in the spring, and then Kiku's 9. And we actually have a new kitten. He's 2 now, but so there's a story with that. We found him on like he was like on the side of the highway, like a little baby kitten, and we like the place where we were living at the time had like a save the kitten, that sort of like organization. Every city has one where they like come get the cat and like give it its shots and whatever, like try to rehome it. And then we eventually got that cat, and at first they were saying that the cat was a female. So I was like, oh great, I could have another cat. We'll have all girls. And I was like, all good and fine. We bring it we bring it home, and I'm like, why does this looks like testes? This is after like a week or two, like the cat's getting bigger, older, whatever. It's like but then yeah, lo and behold, the cat was missexed. Another vet confirmed it, but I had like 2 professionals said no, this is a girl, but no, it was a boy. But I kept the name Vivian, so I have a male cat named Vivian that we call Vivi. And he's wild and crazy, and I love him. And Myrna does her best being patient. Yeah, every single cat was a stray at first. I guess I just have a soft spot for that. Yes, the cat distribution system. I love it. It's so true. So true. Yeah, it's just a gray day here today. Did some Christmas shopping. I would say, but I'm afraid it'll get back to Kohei, so I won't. Although I think he deleted his Twitter, so maybe you guys don't know how to find him. He's crazy with that. He just he deleted his YouTube channel, he deleted his Twitter. He'll just like delete stuff. I hold on to stuff, as is evident by this channel. If this was like something he had to log into, it would have been long deleted, just knowing him. Because his attitude is just like, well, I'm not gonna do it anymore, so in the bin. We're just like complete opposites with that. I get like sentimental over stuff. And he's just like, it's like a healthier attitude to have, I think. He's just like, well, that part of my life's done, so I'm gonna move on. So I like that. I admire that. But I don't have that inherently, I suppose. For games that I'm playing recently, that was a question I got earlier. So recently I've been playing, it's actually a Pokemon ROM hack called Pokemon Crystal Clear, which is like really, really fun. I highly recommend for people to check that out if you like the Pokemon on the GameCube, or on the, not the GameCube, on the Game Boy Color, Crystal specifically. It's really fun. Other than that, like I did Super Mario RPG, which was great. Sort of a nice way to, spend 15 hours or however. It was a short game. It always was, but like when I played it as a kid, it felt way more epic and long. But yeah, that's just like one you can beat in a weekend. I know Kohei's been playing the Zelda game, whatever it's called. Not Breath of the Wild, the new one. Which I did too. But he likes to like 100% stuff. So he's still playing that. And then yeah, I play a little Blood on the Clock Tower, which I thought might be fun to play with like viewers or whatever. Oh, hi, welcome. Marley, is it Marley Mac? Do I have to say it quick, Marley Mac? Oh, Gale of Darkness. I remember, like, I liked that game a lot. I beat and played it, like, whenever it came out in 2004 or whatever. But I remember, like, the battle animations, like, it was, like, so long. I might just be misremembering because it's been, like, 20 years or something, but, like, it was so bogged down. Final Fantasy IX, which is one of my favorite games, suffers from the same sort of thing. Oh, I just realized I had music I was gonna play, so there we go. I'm such a ditz. Hopefully that's not too loud. If it is, I can, or too soft, or you let me know. Marley is fine, okay. I don't know, people are so like weird about their handles. Yeah. I remember seeing a stream once where a streamer like shouted out someone and the person like corrected them on how they pronounced it, and it's just like, bro, like literally nobody cares. Yeah, we're both still around. We have not dropped dead yet. We're kicking. Just life happens, you know? Like, yeah. Yeah, and I like, yeah, you can get like the like SPN and Embryon and all that. Hello, Kirby. Kirby 64 is a fun game. Actually, I really want to get a Kirby tattoo. I keep finding like artists on Instagram and like, but now I have like a list of like 15 that I want to get from. I'll probably, I mean, I don't know if this will be like a thing I do all the time. It'd be fun though. But if there's interest, like actual interest, not just like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever, and then like you're over it, you know what I mean? Like that difference. So I have to sort of like see the temperature at first. But if there's like actual interest in content and what have you, I will get a webcam eventually. I just didn't want to like spend $100 and then like there's like no point. Yes, Tomodachi Life, that's right. That game was fun. I enjoyed it. I should like play it again. Yes, and Fantasy Life. And now isn't Fantasy Life 2 gonna come out? I should play that. I'm like shocked like that's coming out, because like the gap between the first and second game's like huge. Oh yeah, and Digimon, yep. I love Digimon. I have a Tamagotchi in front of me right now, which I only really got because like I really wanted like a Digivice, but like god, people jack up the price, the scalpers. Hateful. Metopia, yeah, I have that. Got it at GameStop for really cheap a few years ago. It's a fun game. Yeah, I hope they do too. It seems like a no-brainer, like on the Switch, you know what I mean? It seems like it would fit that sort of library, but alas. Alas. Yeah, I was so surprised when that was announced, honestly. Oh, and like what I'm really excited for, although like I've played it and beaten it like a million times, like is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the remaster or whatever for the Switch. Like it's stupid, like I literally have it and I could literally play it right now, but like I want it. Like that part of my brain's so toxic. And yeah, Bada, we were just like talking about that, like how when I started streaming I was like 21 to 23, something like it was in college, and like all my viewers at the time were like 12. That's why I had to, and it's not from design. Like, I didn't like curate my viewers. It's just like when you're doing Animal Crossing, like that's a lot of what the audience brought in. And I think people sort of misunderstood my personality from that they thought I was like this, like, I don't know, like squeaky clean, like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't like the image that people thought I was. I remember like reading comments and being like, that is not who I am, but okay. Like, I was just trying to make like a safe space for like the 12-year-olds. Like, I'm not like a bad person who's gonna like sort of like not edit myself, you know what I mean? And I feel like I would have hoped people would have like been able to read between the lines, but maybe that's asking a bit too much. Yeah, see, you were 10, so like in reality I could be quite a spicy person. I'm very competitive, but like if I was truly like turning myself up to 100, that could have been quite, I don't know, that's not like the best environment. So anyway, I don't know what that tangent was. You're old now. There's no way. But it was nice to see a few people were like a similar age or whatever. Not that that matters, but you suffered alongside me. That's how it feels. Also, like, at the time, I don't think people understood like Kohei's English. He was still learning quite a lot. And I was in Japan like fully. At that point, it was like year 5 or 6 or something. So like my English was quite affected, which I don't know if people know that's like a thing that happens. Bitch, if you say you're old and you're 22, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you. Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Yes. Good. I'm glad the transparency comes across. Like, I don't know how to not be me, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like swear like a sailor and like whatever if there's like 80% people under 12 in the chat. Like, yeah, there's just like that fine line where you are yourself, but you're also like not a piece of shit. I'm gonna ban you. In what world is 22 old? Oh my god. Oh, is that my Amit? Hi, Amit. I love him. Amit and I went to school together. Oh. We should call again. I was just telling a colleague about you. Oh, that was a very nice surprise. Seeing Amit. Yeah, people projecting. Kohei's at work. Kohei is at work. He's I mean, I don't know if you know this about him. He's a workaholic. I feel like that's really obvious. You're making me swear. This is just who I am, though. I'm a spicy girl, maybe. But people thought I was like a princess or something. Amit knows me in real life. He can tell you I'm not. Shut up. I forgot I told people I know about this. Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. I didn't need the children to learn the bad words. There was like I don't know, a strange perception, but glad it's cleared up. I mean, you're very silly. When are you gonna come to America? That's the real question. Or when am I going to India? That's the question. I asked Kohei if he would want to go with me, and he said his stomach can't handle it, so there's your answer for that. Alas. You were Japan? I mean, we don't live there anymore. We moved back in 2016. But we do visit every year because I have the cutest nephew known to man who's in Japan. So when we were there last time, it was amazing. We're probably gonna go again next spring, like April-ish. Yes. Oh, I have a lot of German friends. I would love to go. And actually, Amit and I's classmate lives there now, so I would love to go see her. I think he knows the one I'm talking about, the French one. Aw, thank you. I will for sure visit you someday, Amit. No, I just don't have a webcam. I don't have a webcam, so I just stuck a picture there because like I was like, I don't want like a blank space in this overlay. But I feel weird putting a picture of myself where it's like static. Anyway, I was just in my head a bit, so I just I don't, VTubers are kind of cringy to me, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you do you, but for me, I would like be embarrassed to be a VTuber. I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like I'm like a slob and I have like ramen stains on my shirt, but I'm like a cat girl on the screen. Well, the thing I miss the most about Japan, obviously like my friends I made there, my family. I do have family there. I'm married a Japanese man. I'm very close to them. The food. The food's like a no-brainer. It's so good. And it's like cheap. People don't know that. I think because they think Japan has like, I think Japan has like an expensive image for some reason. But it's really not, especially eating. Like you could easily survive on like 4,000 yen a day, which is like 35 bucks or less. I forget. I think the yen is kind of weak now. So the videos, I don't know, like we stopped recording and streaming and whatnot. I forget the year, like 2015 or 16. And then I just didn't log in because it's like, I don't know, career woman, all that, for like 3-4 years. And then I got a bunch of, cause like the Linen Co, the YouTube is connected to like an email I have. So I would see the comments and there were a bunch of comments randomly that was like, is it a lot? In America, that would be very difficult to do. 35 a day. America's quite expensive and you're expected to tip and all that. But anyway, so like after a few years, I guess YouTube just privated all the videos except for like the 2 live ones I did. But I just ended up deleting those because they were trash and whatever. People can bitch all they want, but it's my channel and I'll delete what I want. So there. Do you have a problem with it? You should rip it with Off Liberty. Yes. You know all the words. Oh my god. You need psychiatric help if you know all the words to an unboxing video. Yeah, Japan's great. I recommend it. It has been ages. Yes. Ages and ages. Yeah, Kohei and I still game. He's playing the Zelda and all that. The Zelda. I sound like a boomer. Whatever. You know what I mean. I mean, I'll tell you, like, I'm an archivist. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Heuristic? I'm an archivist, so I have every single video saved. Like, that's something, that's important to me both personally and professionally. But that's something for me. That's not, I don't owe that to any of you guys. And I hope you understand the tone of which I say that. It's just matter of fact. So, like, could I put it all back up? Yes. Am I going to? No. Would you guys want something from your past broadcast to the world? And it's like, eh. And if the answer for you is yes, then, good for you, I guess. But for me, it's no. I don't need 22-year-old me, across 600 videos uploaded for the world to see as a professional in my day-to-day life right now. I don't need that. And I'm not crazy about people that keep re-uploading them. I feel like they aren't really asking me if that's okay. It is my content. It's my likeness. Right? Just have a little, like, I don't know, put yourself in the other person's shoes sort of thing. A lot of people think they owe things from me just because I decided to put myself on the internet. And that is a dangerous thing to think and feel. Yep. And if you find yourself doing that, just like catch yourself and be like, nope, she is her own person, he is his own person. I am not owed anything by them. Yeah. Yeah. And see, everyone, like, once I say it, they're like, oh my god, yeah. Like, imagine I just, like, kept re-uploading, like, your family photos over and over. They're yours, but, like, I felt like it was owed to me, and, like, I'm gonna do that. That's, like, weird. Yeah. And just to be clear, I'm not, like, embarrassed. I mean, well, how to say this? That's just, like, I was a kid then, and I don't know. Just don't see why I have to, like, be bound by a contract. Yeah, I get it. And who knows, maybe someday I'll have, like, a dummy channel and those that pass the test can have access or something. Yes, thank you. A bit. Yeah, everyone has the right to privacy, I think. Like, in my line of work, I've met a lot of famous people, and I never ask for a picture and I never bother them. Like, you just don't want to be that person, you know what I mean? I just imagine that would be tiring. I'm not saying I'm that, but I've experienced it myself, as in putting myself in those person's shoes, and I've made a choice to not bother them, so. How long has it been? Asks Angry Demon Browser. For a stream, maybe like 3-4 years, but for like but that was like a goofy one if I did do it. So probably in like a real capacity, it's been like 9 or 10 years. So I am a archivist curator, and I work with video games. I'm a museum professional. In middle, Jesus Rocks was like a super nice guy. He's exactly what I imagined, which, yeah. 2 years? No, it's been way more than 2 years. Way more. Oh, since New Leaf. My opinion of New Leaf is that it was kind of lazy, and I don't know, I talked about it a lot before. You can watch the VOD, I guess. I don't want to repeat for people that were here. Yeah, but I only did that as a test. Like Among Us, I don't count that. That was like literally just me testing out OBS. Oh, really? Did you live in Japan? Where'd you live? I really enjoyed it too. I would love to go back more often. Sucks it's so far away. I think we're gonna go back next April though. I was worried my Tamagotchi would be beeping the whole time, but I guess I went to sleep. Kanagawa? Oh. Yes, heuristic, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to move back. Maybe we will retire there, who knows. Although he seemed like he wanted to, move somewhere warmer. Admit, you should. You should go there right now. Yes, I played New Horizons. I forgot, me playing a game for a little bit 10 years ago means it's the only thing I can talk about. No, just kidding. Aww, that's cute. Yes, Kohei as well. Yeah, that's the thing about localization. It's one of those things like when it's done really well, you don't even notice it. Sakura. Yeah. Like I always liked how the Ace Attorney series did localization. I think they do a really good job. There's a lot of games, yeah. Oh, thank you. I like was on Etsy like a few hours ago and I like found this. I just thought it was super cute. I love it. I gotta like make it perfect, whatever, but I just messed around with it for 5 minutes and went live, so I will fix it better and all that. So Mr. T, I will be super clear. Absolutely not. We are 34 years old. We're like, and that's no tea, no shade, but it's like, I'm not going to like be a like let's play content creator. I would love to play. I would love to play like stuff like what I have on screen with like viewers and stuff. I love this game, Blood on the Clock Tower. But no, I'm not gonna whip out the Switch and be like and subscribe. Like that's very tired. I'm very much over that. No, none of you want to hear that. I don't know. It feels very phony, and I just don't like that part of YouTube culture. I hated it when I was doing it as well, but I guess I put on a pretty decent act. I can, like, when I watch some people's videos and I can, like, feel that energy, it, like, grosses me out. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I need to take a shower after I hear, like, the spiel. Just, like, the sellout. I don't know. I just want to, like, talk and, like, chill and play games with friends. I don't want it to be, like, this perfectly curated, like, expensive feeling, like, TV-like experience. Like, that's very phony and that's not me. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know. So how long have we been living outside Japan? We moved out of Japan 2016 for me to go to grad school. Yeah, the YouTube grind is a taxing thing. That's exactly what I mean. So I just want to, like, be myself, and, like, for people that are into it, hop along. I would rather have, like, 500 viewers that I could connect with really well and, like, I know their names and personalities versus, like, I have, like, 50,000 and I'm just, like, a soulless machine. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Spiel. Yeah. I have a friend I play games with who's German, and his accent's very endearing to me. Whip out the 3DS capture card. I still have it. I wonder if it works. So how did I get the museum position? Well, my degree is in, like, analog material preservation and handling. So previous to, like, working with video games, I worked with audio and film. So how I got the job is I was qualified. Yeah. Oh, well, that's sweet. I think Amit knows me in real life. Amit Patel, who keeps typing, and he has a wonderful picture. And his icon, his PFP, I took that of him, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I took that picture. But he can tell you, like, I say it like it is. Like, actually. I almost banned someone for saying they were 22 in this chat, and that was old. My finger was right over their name. It was shaking. I was almost gonna ban them for that. Hi, Angel Rocket. I'm also kidding. I don't know if people know I'm Yes. I have an intern now, and I'm like trying to tell him all my knowledge and stuff, and like he's like such like a like he's so like innocent. He's like, yeah, like I really want a job doing this thing that's like really hard to get, and I'm like, you know what, like getting a job, it's all about politics. Like you have to really sell yourself, and it is sort of like a game you have to play. And I'm like telling him all these like things you have to do, and I could tell he's like, why don't I just be like the best I could be? And I'm like, nope, that's not enough. That's not enough. You have to, no, you have to, it's all politicking. Of course you have to be like qualified, but then there's all this other stuff, because like many people are going to be qualified. Yes. Yes, I took that pick. It's a great pick. I guess I should change our icon now, because like God knows we don't look like that anymore. Although Koi is so cute in that one. Yeah. I'm just kidding though, like I think that's like adorable. Like I remember, like I'll be transparent, I remember when I turned 25 I cried because I'm like, oh my god, I'm old now. Like I remember feeling the way that maybe you're feeling, but then like you get older and you have perspective and you're like, wow, I was really stupid for thinking that. And I know we were both joking, but do I regret what I used to post? No, I don't regret it. But at the same time, maybe you missed the whole spiel. Here, I used a German word just for you. At the same time, it's like if I don't feel like having it out there anymore, like isn't that my choice? But YouTube did private it. I'm just saying I didn't fix it after the fact, because I'm like, oh yeah, that seems about right. Like, no. Wiser. That's right. That's right. That was so cute. Oh look, I could do that. No, what did I do? What did I do? Oh my god. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. That's fine. Let me... I'm so dumb. I'll get that back up in a second. I don't know why I clicked that. It was just like the impulse was so strong. Shall I? I could restart the stream. No, that was my bad. I was just tempted to do that. I'll fix it in a second. I may stop the stream and get some food and restop it again. No, yeah, I get it. I get it. But I am like a professional in my field now, and I have to think in sort of a bigger terms. Oh, hello, legendary 3D gamer. Hello, hello. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. And I'll actually fix this in like a meaningful way someday, but... I don't. Alright. We're learning together how to do this. There we go. It's good enough, right? Okay. So, I'm curious, does anybody know what this game is that I have open? I'm guessing no, because it is like a relatively new game. I'm just curious. I would love to play it. Like, I do play it with my friends and stuff all the time. I have a few different communities I play in. But it would be fun to play with viewers too. No? So if people are familiar... Yes! Oh, there's my Tamagotchi going off. Go to sleep. So it's sort of, if you're familiar with like Mafia or Werewolf, it's similar to that, where it's like there's like a minority evil team that's informed of who each other is, and then there's a majority good team consisting of like townsfolk, and you have to, you know, execute the demon if you're the good team, and if you're on the evil team, you have to make sure the demon makes it to the end. It's really simple, it's really fun. So that's a lot of what I've been up to recently. I like it because, so like, there are different, like, yeah, exactly, it's like Werewolf. So they're called scripts. So this is the script called Trouble Brewing, which is like the most basic one. And then there are other ones that are, you know, they have different sort of ideas, different themes, different characters. So for a game of 12 people, you'd have 7 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 2 minions, and a demon. And the minions' job is they're on the evil team, and they're like supporting their demon, making sure the demon makes it to the end. And outsiders, they have a blue token, but their abilities actively hinder town, so they hurt town. But all the same, they're on the good team, so it's sort of a balancing mechanic having that in. So yeah, I just want to show off this a little bit, because why not? And it tells you here like how many, because there's a storyteller that's sort of like a game master. That function is in the game. Oh my god. Right. And so what the storyteller does is they give out all the tokens, and they sort of run the game. They run all the abilities, they do the vote and all that, because every day somebody can be voted out. Yeah, so we'll put in a demon, and this is simulating like putting the tokens into the bag. So this is recommending a Scarlet Woman. And you can hover over and see what they do too. So if there are 5 or more players alive and the demon dies, you become the demon. So it's like a safety net for the demon, because if the good team kills the demon, the game ends normally. But in this case, that doesn't happen. A Baron puts in 2 extra outsiders, so normally there would be 7 townsfolk, but if I put in a Baron, there's going to be 5. So this is just saying that game setup modification is happening, or needs to happen. So let's do that. Because of that, we'll need to have all of these in. And the reason you can't click this is because the drunk character thinks they're a townsfolk, but they're not. That's very fun. Oh, Greyhound. That's so nice. So now we put in all of these. Fortune teller, investigator, washerwoman, librarian, virgin, and should do mayor? Yeah. So that's how you do that. So I still needed to, because the Baron put in all of the outsiders, one of them has to be the drunk. So we can do the drunk investigator maybe? So the librarian is gonna see one of the outsiders. Show. Yeah. A recluse. And then you gotta make sure to show 2. So yeah, just messing with this. It's fun to run for friends, especially like IRL, in an IRL setting. But anyway. Oh, I've been streaming almost 15 minutes now, my god. The washerwoman starts knowing one of 2 townsfolk. Could give them the virgin. And that. The fortune teller needs a red herring. Yes, no worries. Would be a good red herring. Maybe the saint. The saint or the mayor. Let's do the mayor. There we go. And yeah, that is how you set up a game. The demon does get 3 not-in-play bluffs. You could give, let's say, empath. You know how many of your neighbors are evil. Neighbors meaning who's next to you in the circle. Monk is a good one, just like it sounds, I guess. Each night choose a player. They are safe from the demon, so you protect someone from that. Or do Slayer, yeah. And that's a game. And then as storyteller, you go through and you do all this. So you tell the minions. So there's one in state 10 and one in state 7. You let them know who the demon is. You tell the demon who the minions are. You give the demon the 3 not-in-play characters they're able to bluff as. And then from there, it's just about going through the night order. So I would tell the washerwoman that you see a virgin between seat 4 and seat 8. So that's a little bit of information they get because the washerwoman starts knowing a character. So it's like it's a very powerful information roll. Then I would tell the librarian that either the recluse or the I could do this. The recluse or the scarlet woman is the recluse, so that'd be like legitimate information. Then I would go to the investigator. So the investigator, they start knowing one of 2 players is a minion, but they're drunk. So I could just make up whatever shit I want. So I could say the saint or the fortune teller is a poisoner, for example. That'd be really good information. And even though they are a blue token, so that even though they are like a good, quote unquote, playing for the good team, because they are the drunk, you have to sort of balance it in a way where it's like hindering a bit the good team, because that's how that works. Because even though evil does have a lot of, you know, sort of safety nets in place, like when the game starts, it's overwhelmingly blue, so you need to like make sure you're helping evil team not just like automatically lose day 1 or day 2. Yeah, so that is how the game goes. It's super fun. I highly recommend it. I think probably next time I go live, I may actually just stream me playing this and like talk to people while I play and stuff. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Social deductions, big favorite genre of mine. Like a lot. Like always. Like I've always loved board games like that. And video games. I'm like shocked this game isn't bigger. Like it's definitely one of my favorites. I guess it being like very new is probably like a big reason for that. Yes. Yes. Yes, for sure, for sure. I will probably close the stream in like 3 or 4 minutes. Thank you for those that did join. It was super fun. And it was nice catching up with an old friend as well. Super fun. But yeah, this was just for fun. Yes. Yeah. Oh, like another game I've been playing a lot is it's like a MOBA. It's like a free MOBA called Eternal Return. It's like very addictive. So I recommend that if you're looking for something free and like fun on Steam. I have a few characters on that I play a lot. But probably my favorites are Adriana, Jenny. Jenny's my favorite. Yeah. There's also a Steam game called The Shrouded Isle that's really fun. It's like really hard though, which is why it would be nice if chat could like help me help me play. I really want to like win a game. I haven't won in a while. I'm on a losing streak with that. But that's one where it's like, oh, it's kind of hard to explain, but there's these different like families, and you start off, there's like a few members in each family, and it's all like blanks, like their whatever their profiles or whatever are all blank, and you have to figure out like their vices, and each season you have to sacrifice like one person out of like all these families, and it's like a balancing act of like making sure they don't revolt, because you're in like this like the world in which you're playing in. It's like a normal thing to sacrifice someone every season, but at the same time, like if you keep doing the same family or whatever, it's not great. And like the game will give you like a certain vice you have to look for. It's hard. It's like you gotta deduce a little bit, and it's a lot of resource management. It's fun. Yes. And always there's Pokemon Crystal Clear, which I love so much. Yeah, that's like the best, Pokemon Crystal Clear, actually. Actually, I could show that. Although, I have to figure out how to do my controller then. I will send Kohei all of the messages that you have passed on to him. Let it be known. I will do that, for sure. I think he'll be touched by how many people remember him. And knowing him, he'll be like, why do they remember? He'll be like kind of pragmatic about it. Just knowing him. Hello, hello. I suppose I should make like a proper announcement next time I stream. That's what I should do. Maybe I'll try again in a few hours. I should do Yeah, his green afro, yeah. He always loves doing like the funky stuff, you know? The like the weirder the better kind of thing. Or his favorite in Baldur's Gate, he was a dragonborn, because of course. He's like, what's the coolest looking, like, most out there looking thing I could be? So he had to be a dragonborn. I'm trying to remember what class he was. Maybe warlock? Or I don't know. I play a lot of D&D, like, IRL, and I'm always a bard. I'm a forever bard. So across, like, 5 campaigns, I've been all sorts of, like, bards. I was a druid one time, and I was, like, way too powerful, and I didn't like being, like, the team carry. Like, I preferred to do, like, bard stuff. So of course in Baldur's Gate 3 I was a bard. Or I was a sorcerer at one point, but I'm like, no, I don't like it's like so strong, or it's like a little too much. Having the high charisma is a lot of fun. Oh, and admit, they're not talking about IRL, they're talking about in a video game his character had green hair. No, he doesn't dye his hair, he doesn't do any of that now. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is a lot of fun. You should play it. I've loved games in that genre for a very long time. I loved Planescape Torment and Pillars of Eternity and all that too. They're great. They're fun. But that is just like, yeah. All of the good quality of life updates that you would expect. Yeah. Yeah, Kohei would never do that. Like, he won't even get a tattoo even though he loves them. He loves how they look. It's just too much. He just gets excited when I get one. I guess. Although I've stopped for a while because I got too many. That's probably just gonna shock some people. Maybe. Who knows? It's not like I have that many. I have 5, I think. Yes. The craziest thing Kohei has done is, I guess he did dye his hair blonde in college. And then he grew it out during COVID, so he's had his moments. Yes, he's the sweetest. And the most hardworking. Definitely. Ahaha. Yeah, you should play it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely, I think, worth the hype. Yeah, I have a lot of well, not a lot, but a few. I think a lot of people blown away by Baldur's Gate 3 are probably new to the CRPG genre too. Which is fair, but like it's been around for like more than 30 years and there's a lot of games you've missed. Yeah, I have a Moogle, I have a Vaporeon, I got Princess Peach, I got a Snowboard Kids 2 tattoo, and I have a breakfast tray that looks like something out of like a children's coloring book. It's like one of my favorites. The Princess Peach is really pretty too. And the newest one is Vaporeon, which is super, super duper cute. I want to get a Clefairy one too. And a Sailor Moon one. I don't know. I still have like 15 I need to get. I just wish my arms were bigger. It sucks being thin. You have so limited space. Oh yeah, is that like news to you that I'm a Final Fantasy fan? Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy Tactics are both in like my top 5 like of all time, which is like I feel like that's like a silly like thing to do, because like you know what I mean, like there are games that you play one time and it's like cemented in your brain and has like a big impact on you, and there's some that you can play over and over again and it's like just like, you know, wasting time or whatever. So it's like hard, like those metrics are different. But Final Fantasy IX is one I've played God knows dozens of times, and it just hits me in different ways, different parts of my life. Earthbound, my favorite RPG. I don't think it's ever been my favorite. I mean, well, yes, I love Earthbound. I call it its mother too, though. Not to be pedantic, but that is what it's called. I've only ever played it in Japanese, so it feels a little strange to call it by its localized title. But yes, it's a great game. Yeah, Tactics is fantastic. They like, I guess they're like, I would love for them to remaster it and like release it, and they haven't done it. So it's like one of those games that has a hardcore fan base, and like we keep playing like the PlayStation game. And there are like ways to make it a more modern experience, you know, with the power of the internet, but yeah. And there are other games in that genre that scratch the same itch, like Tactics Ogre and like, I don't know, there's a bunch on the Switch as well, and some on Steam you can find. Mercenaries Blaze, which is like a really cheap ripoff, like I like games like that, and Fire Emblem, I don't know, they're all good. They're all fun. Fire Emblem's very silly and anime though. Which is sometimes just what you want. Yep. Maybe I will get a webcam and I can show my Vaporeon tattoo. I just got it, so it's like really clean. People that have them know, but like after you get it, like 3 or 4 days after, it's like itchy as hell, right? And then like after like a week or two, it's like it looks so crisp and like pristine. And that's the stage it's at now. I got this like 3 weeks ago. So yes, I hesitate to say I'm back because I feel like that's me signing a contract to do this every X amount of days or whatever. I've always been here. Yeah, you should play Tactics. It's very fun. I mean, there's a reason like it's a 20-plus-year-old game and people like are obsessed with it still. And like new games that like try to emulate it keep coming out, but like the fans of it keep going back to the original. Like there's a reason for that. So if that's a genre you like, you're doing yourself a disservice to not play the one everyone likes. Oh, thank you. Also, I will say that's a very funny sentence. So happy to see you live, I'm guessing, but also it could be see you live. It's just like, it's very funny. Which one did you mean? Because a few people have said like, so happy to see you're okay and stuff like that, as if I was like held against my will somewhere. Maybe I have a very twisted sense of humor, I don't know. Yeah, Earthbound is great in that regard. It can be very challenging in terms of like item management and stuff. People like, that's where I always struggle, is like having the items that you need on hand and like managing that, because you don't have a lot of room. Both is true. Oh my gosh. Frankenstein, yes. Frankenstein's a monster. Actually, the best part about a webcam is if I could like have it a place not pointed at me, but like have it pointed at like Kiku who's sleeping or something. I feel like that's what the people would prefer to see than me. Also, I always found it weird how people were like demanding that it be on. Like, I don't know, like it always felt like a creepy thing. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. People are like, I want to see you. I want to see your skin. Yes, Lavender, I am working with video games now. Yes. I actually just got an email from a very, very, very famous gaming YouTuber person at my work. I guess I can't say who it is because I don't know, but literally all of you would know them. So it's cool. I do cool stuff. I do cool stuff for a living, I guess, if that is it, right? It's creepy, you know what I mean a bit. I'm always like, why do you want to see me that bad? I don't know. I think people have a strange relationship with YouTube, and they think I am like a product or something. Or anyway, but I think it would be nice anyway to do that. But maybe I will show Kiku and stuff also. Golden Sun's very fun too. I haven't played that in a very long time though. Yeah, also, yeah, I know what you mean. It is a little uncomfy because like, how do I say this? So like, obviously when I'm streaming, I'm very like cognizant of the fact that literally anybody could click this link and listen to me. So in that sense, you have to be quote unquote on. You have to be performing. Right now, in the loosest sense of the word, I am myself, but I'm like super hyper aware that I am streaming on the internet. So there's that element. And so when you add like a camera into that, you have to be performing at a higher level in terms of like your facial expressions and all that. And I know I'm like breaking that down like way more than it needs to be, but I totally understand that. And yes, people have a strange relationship with the internet, very much so. I guess it's fine if everyone's like on the same page and like understands the social contract. But I did have like weirdo stalkers in the past, and like people made me very uncomfortable, so I have to sort of do things at my own pace and my own comfort level. There's a lot of fucking weird people on the internet. And if you are a woman, you should take care, extra care. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a weird like triangulated thing where it's like I'm reading chat and they're reading me. They're watching me read chat, and they're having like this experience of like, oh my god, that person's reacting to me, and like I feel like it fuels a fire that can be quite dangerous. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overcomplicating it. I do think there is an element to people that are very intrigued by that and like quote unquote turned on by that. Like they like that people are like watching them and like interested and like obsessed with them, and those people need help. Just say that. I think it's a little more healthy to have some reservations about it, and maybe I have too many, but all the same. Yeah, you have to yeah, it's the focus issue for me, and also I don't want to like fuel a strange fire. Not that I'm saying I'm like this like, you know, super beautiful person that will like make people, you know, brains go haywire. That's not what I'm saying. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. But I think it would be fun to play some games and stuff and have have that element, so we will see. We will see. Maybe I'll be a VTuber now. It like makes me cringe, but at the same time, it would be like really funny. Hello, hello. Yes, I have. I'm more of a Quake girl myself, if I'm being honest, and Heretic. I like Quake and Heretic a little bit more. But it is, yeah, the GOAT, I suppose. The OG, as it were. I don't know what I plan on playing. I might play, I could show a little Pokemon. Oh, that's funny, Taro-chan. I can't help it. This is my own baggage. I think VTubers are like really cringe. I'm not saying. I think you're very talented if you can create that. I think for me, I would be so self-conscious being like a bunny girl or something. I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? But that's me, you know? That's me. Yes. Yeah, Quake 2 is fun. I like 3 Arena as well. Yes. Oh, Quake on Switch? I can't even imagine, if I'm being honest, how you would even play that. There's some stuff on the Switch like I prefer in terms of like controls. Like I like Stardew Valley on the Switch quite a bit. But a lot of times, like computer games, it makes it like way harder. Oh yeah, change their voice personality. Yeah. There's some where it's like obvious, like they're just doing their own thing, but they don't want to show their face, and that's like sort of its own thing. I just said I wasn't gonna be a funny girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, Joy-Cons? Yeah, the Joy-Cons kind of suck always, I feel like. There's like very few games where it's like better, or like whatever. Or I guess some like Mario Party that like make you do it. But I like the Pro controller. I do. I just wish they had like more options for colors. Like I don't get why it's like 2023 and they have like 5 Pro controllers ever. And like 4 of them are like specific to like one game, and they're like $80 and like can't find them in stores or whatever. It's like a weird marketing decision. Why can't there be like a white one, a pink one, a blue one? I'm sure the answer is money, but alas. I would have loved a white one. But I do for the PC. I got this isn't sponsored, by the way. I've never been sponsored in my life. The Retro Fighters, the Defender controller, I really like. Using that recently for all the, I don't know, all the games I use that use it. Mostly Pokemon, if I'm being honest. Late stage capitalism. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, yep. Indeed. Well, I should probably hop offline because I have to. Well, I was gonna like wrap Kohei's Christmas presents and get dinner started. And by get dinner started, I just mean like putting rice in the rice cooker. But whatever. I should do adult stuff. I may come online later. We will see. And if I do, I will make like a proper announcement because I feel bad. I just sort of pressed go. But I also like, because this was like a test, I didn't want to announce it and then go live and like have people see me having technical difficulties. Like I didn't want that. So that's the reasoning behind not announcing the first one. So sorry if that made people sad or whatever. I have some technical skill, but all the while it's like new or whatever. New for me. I will try to make it better. Yes, I will see you later. Maybe later today, and if not today, possibly later tomorrow. I am on East Coast, so when I say later, I mean like 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. kind of thing. So yeah, thank you for joining. I had so much fun talking to you all. Have a good Sunday. See you. Bye.